Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. First I would like to thank you all of you for the views and likes of my first video for your sign. I'm really grateful for them. Today I would like us to look at what kind of energies you can expect in the next 3 months, April, May, June. And as usual, this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. We will go through the cards from all aspects. It's what the general meaning is and what they can mean from a love and career perspective. So there's a couple things. The center of your reading is all about looking things from a different perspective, surrender yourself and follow your higher calling and have kind of a glow up moment. And it's kind of very funny that as I started to record, I have the sun beaming coming in and the whole cards look very glow uppy. So I kind of think that this has some very special meaning of this glow up moment and the radiation. But let's look at how things started and how things are really unfolding. So in the first column, you do have the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Four of Swords. So the Knight of Pentacles is really somebody who is very practical, reliable, efficient, slow and steady, hardworking, committed, knows what he's doing, and he always achieves what he wants. He's stubborn and not very flexible, but he's really going on a path that leads to success. The Tower is a disruptive energy. It is indicating some kind of a sudden change that you were not expecting, but it's liberating you from your past and where you felt trapped. The Four of Swords is really all about rest, relaxation, healing, rejuvenation, and it means as well a creative downtime. So overall, it looks like that you've been very successful at something, you've been working hard, you've been achieving your goals, and you had some sudden change in your life, something that you were not expecting, and it really turned your life upside down. It got you out of your comfort zone, but it seems like that even though it was not a comfortable experience, it was important that it gets you out of your comfort zone and it had liberated you. And you've been really recovering from this experience. You've been away, but I think it's very important that when you look at the Four of Swords, you see this little picture, this image in the background, which is really connected to the Tower, and on this image somebody is really blessing another person. I think this is an indication that this Tower moment, this sudden disruption was really a blessing for you. From a love perspective, it can indicate that you've been in a steady, secure, long-term relationship, and there was a breakup or a separation of some kind that gave you some alone time, and you've been really withdrawing from love. You've been rethinking what you want to do, but this breakup was really a blessing for you. It might be that you were in a relationship with a toxic person, but you're really better off alone. From a money career perspective, it can indicate that you were working hard, very diligently, you were successful, a little bit stubborn, and a sudden change, maybe a job loss or a restructuring or something really forced you to take some kind of a break and rethink what you're doing. Again, this job loss was or this change was really a blessing for you. You might have been working at a toxic place with a toxic boss, but this downtime has been really helping you to rethink what you want to do, and you've been very creative as well. Now following that, in the central column you do have the Sun, the Hangman, and the Four of Wands. The Sun is the most positive card. It indicates hope, positivity, faith, renewal, and it shows as well that you are at the right place at the right time, and it's a glowing energy as you can see from the cards. And in the center of the reading, you do have the hangman. The hangman is somebody who gives up his legs and arms and really hangs upside down to gain a new perspective and surrenders itself to its true calling, following his higher calling. It is an indication as well that things are happening in a divine timing. I know it can, when you're been off for a while, it can be annoying, but you do have really two cards, the hangman and the sun, that shows that things are happening in the right time. You are at the right time at the right place. The Four of Wands is really a card of community, home, celebration, belonging, peace, prosperity, and long-term success. It is a card of 1111. As you can see, there are two ones on it, which can indicate a new beginning, especially if you see this combination coming to you constantly. The other thing, these people are, celebrating, waving at you. I kind of get a sense that, hey, come and join us. So it seems like that after a long period of downtime, you do have really three cards indicating slow movement. Both the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Swords are indicating that you've been away, you've been disconnected from the world, but you're starting to see things from a new perspective, and really happier times are coming for you. That is worth to celebrate. Peace, prosperity, harmony is on your way, and it really leads you to long-term success. I'd like to kind of highlight a couple of very interesting connections here as well. So when you look at the Tower and the Four of Wands, both has a tower on it. The difference between the two, that on the Tower, these people are liberated by this sudden change, while on the Four of Wands, they're walking away from the Tower because they want to. So it definitely shows that you are liberated from the Tower. You've been liberated from your previous experience, and it is an indication that you survived it, you are at a better place, you're really better off. And the other important thing, the Tower is really connected to the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles is going towards the Sun. So it's an indication that some better times are coming for you, happier times, better times. And you have the Sun on your reading really twice, on the Sun and you have it on the Hangman, where he's really glowing up. So this is kind of like the glow up moment that I've been talking about at the very beginning. You've been glowing up, you've been radiating, you are really more positive than you were. So when you look at this from a love and relationship perspective, it can mean that after a breakup, you've been taking some alone time, you are rethinking what you want from love and how you want to approach your relationship. But you do have some happier times coming. You will definitely meet somebody new, and it might be at a party. The Four of Wands can be an indication of engagement, wedding from a relationship perspective, or a new beginning. So it seems that something new is coming to you if you're looking for love. If you're here for money, career, finance, it seems that after a job loss, you've been rethinking what you want, and you're really following your higher calling, whatever that is. And this will really lead you to happy times, prosperity, and long-term success. But let's see what the final outcome is. Before that, if this message resonates, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It is an indication for me that the message has special meaning for you, and it helps me as well to grow the channel. And for you, it's only the push of a button. But I'm happy to hear as well in the comment section how this message really plays out in your life. But back to the last column, you do have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So the Page of Pentacles can mean you. It's generally somebody who's ambitious, goal-oriented, a star student, very studious, grounded, loyal, and faithful. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's honest, independent, very objective, cool-headed. She looks forward. She had her pains in the past, but it is behind her. She gained clarity and she's looking forward. The Two of Cups is really the card of harmony, unity, attraction. It can mean close bonds and joint forces as well. So it can mean that you are making plans for your new future. You are very diligent. You have clarity about what you want to do. You are making step towards it. You are only looking forward, and you have your pains and suffering behind you, and you are reaching harmony. You're getting to a better place. And again, it's very important to look at some of the combinations for you. So the Knight of Pentacles is going to the Sun and going to the Page of Pentacles. So it can mean that you're leaving your stubbornness behind and you're getting curious about what's coming for you, and you are learning, you're making plans. The Tower is followed by the Hanged Man and by the Queen of Swords. So it can be an indication that after a chaotic time, you are looking things from a new perspective. You have clarity about what you want, and you're putting your bad experiences behind, and you're looking forward. Then the Four of Swords is going to the Hanged Man and going to the Page of Pentacles. So it can be an indication that after healing a creative downtime, you're gaining a new perspective, you are following your higher calling, and you're making plans and you're executing it. Then the Four of Swords going to Four of Wands and to Two of Cups. Again, after resting, being down, you're returning to something, and you're starting something new that will get you to a new and harmonious place. So when it comes to love relationship, it can mean that after a breakup, being a long time alone, you are really you are meeting somebody new. It might be at a get-together or some kind of a celebration. For some reason, summer comes to my mind, maybe because of the sun. But you are really building a new harmonious relationship with this person. You will know what you want, and you will not just settle down with anybody. The person you might meet can be somebody who's younger than you, but a very grounded, loyal, and faithful person. And this relationship can really lead to something more serious, even an engagement and a wedding. From a money career perspective, it seems that you've been away from work for a while, and you've been rethinking what you want to do, and you're starting fresh. You're working diligently on your plan, and even though you've been down, you've been very creative. So you might get a new offer. Page of Pentacles can indicate an offer. It might be that the person who's offering this job is somebody who's very cool-headed, honest person, but you're gonna gain clarity and you're moving forward, and you're gonna get to a very harmonious, happy place. This is all I have for you, Capricorn. I think this is a great message. I hope it resonates with you, and I will see you next.